What's up, you guys? Hope you guys are doing awesome. So today we're going to talk about a very important rule in NFT gaming that I believe not a lot of people get, which leads to them losing a lot of money. However, if you do get this, you'll be able to make gains a lot more passively and easier as you will utilize time on your side. So let's get into it. But before we do, just know that this is all speculation. Don't invest more than what you can lose. Assume that you will lose everything and you won't get rich quick, especially in a super high risk field such as NFT gaming. There's so much risk. You probably will lose your money. There probably will be a super hard correction incoming soon, so we'll see how it goes. And then please do your own research. Don't trust random people off the internet like me with your own financial well-being. So please do your own research. By the time you hear about it on YouTube or something, it's probably too late. So let's get into it. All right, so the rule is the rate at which a coin decreases is faster than when it decreases. So what does that mean? For example, if you increase 10 by 50%, you increase it by 5 to 15. However, you flip that, right? You decrease 15 by 50%, it goes down by 7.5. So that's 2.5 more than 5, which is a lot. So why is it important? Like, why do we care about it, right? So this means that statistically, you're set up to fail, which is why 95% of people lose money in crypto, right? So why is that more? You combine this with whales dumping anytime they want, being able to control the market at different price points they want to get to and get out of. And then you combine that with excessive leverage by retail. So using high leverage on Binance and those other exchanges, which leads to liquidation cascades. So the whales dump and then it reaches a certain stop loss point, which causes people to get liquidated. They sell off and then other people's stop losses get liquidated. That sells off. So that creates an even more crazier dump. And then once retail sees this, so some random person who just holds the coins, right? They see that it dumps like 40%. They're like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here before I lose all my money. So they end up selling, which creates an even bigger dip, right? So all this combined, and there's so much more, this creates a very risky environment for you to lose money. So how do we combat this? So the first one would be to use a higher time frame for dip buys. So most people use minutes and some people use hourly. However, even better one would be daily, weekly, even monthly too, right? So a lot of people get screwed because they look at the minutes and hourly chart. However, this time frame is way too short. A lot of manipulation can be done during these shorter time periods. However, if you look at the daily, weekly charts, you can really zone out and see the best plays, right? So you can wait for a dead silence period. So these are days where multiple days where there's noticeably less volume. So we'll show an example in a bit where there's like horizontal price action. There's like a giant dip. You check the chat rooms. There's a lot of FUD. They're like, why is it dipping so hard? And then you see a lot of people saying this is a scam. They want to panic sell. So those are the best times to get into great projects. And it's even better if there's a bullish catalyst coming up, like an exchange listing, a mystery box sale, or something like that, a token burn. So if you're able to identify these opportunities where maybe the overall market sells off, including that one crypto gaming coin, except there's a bullish catalyst coming up, then that'll be a perfect time to dip buy. So we'll show an example right here. All right, so we have Defina right here as a prime example. You can see that right when the token released, people dumped it a bit, and then it went a little horizontal a bit. You had a full 10 days to get on these big dips before it roared upward, right? Same thing here. Near the vesting period, people dumped. You had a full 2.5 days to get in on this big dip right here before it exploded. Another one kind of here. Same thing over here. 3 days to get in on this big dip before it roared upwards. So that's just an example of what can happen. And then we can see the percentage rule right here. It just drops down quickly as people panic sell and etc. So solution number 2 is to get into plays where time is in your favor. So you don't want to get into plays where time is not in your favor, right? So examples of times not being in your favor is when there are vesting periods coming up super shortly. Maybe the game has launched a long time. Maybe the liquidity mining pools have decreased their rewards a lot, stuff like that. Maybe that might be good for like blue chips like Sandbox or Axie Infinity, maybe Illuvium, but for everything else, it doesn't really make sense to get into a project where there's high risk of the token dumping with less rewards, right? So great plays could be Genesis NFTs, where those are their first NFTs, or they're a lot higher value, where you can just flip them for like an easy 3, 4, 5x off the bat, then you reinvest those profits. Major dips after initial unlocks, after like the TGE, where the token just gets launched initially, and then it dumps by people, maybe the IDO people releasing their tokens or something. So that usually happens when the market cap is lower. It's around like 3,000 plus ranking, around there. Then also buying the coin dips, and if the project has a nice feature of single staking where you get more coins by putting that one token into it, then that'd be awesome. You just stake that, IDOs, etc. And if there are any great plays, really trying to make it hard for you to get out of it. So a lot of people, they don't allow their plays to make gains for them. They just, as soon as it rips up like 10, 20% or something, they just take out all their money. So make it really hard for you to get out of play. For example, you can use a different account. You can put a password somewhere in your home that's like really hard to find, so you don't have paper hands where you just automatically sell it at any 10% dip if it's a great play. Next one, it's to slowly scale in and out. So a lot of people have an all or nothing mindset, which leads to them buying dips way too early and then it drops another 40%, right? Or they sell rips way too early and then it goes up another like 2, 3, 5x, and then they just feel super frustrated at their potentially lost gains. So instead, try to slowly get in and out of your positions. So maybe if it starts ripping, you can sell 10 and 20% at each rip, at each day. And then if there's a big dip, you can buy 10 and 20% each dip. So that way you can really minimize your risk. So we'll show an example right here. All right, so now we're gonna show Wonder Hero. So you see this big dip right here. Maybe you're here, you add in 20%, goes up a little bit, maybe 15% around here, goes down again, or 20%, goes up a little bit, 10%, goes down again, 20%, another one, 20%, and then boom, explodes, sell the rip. So rips up, maybe sell like 20% here, starts going down a little bit, 20% here, starts going up, 20% here, goes down 20%, then it goes up again, 20%, and etc. The last tip would be to create your own unique strategy. So everyone's different. So the majority of people need to play on higher time frames. However, there might be like the few 2 or 3% people who do really well on their short time frames, like the minutes time frame. So really create your own set daily routine, what works for you. So let's say if you work a 9 to 5, it makes a lot better for you to swing trade, right? And then like on daily, weekly time frames, probably even monthly too, like with higher market caps like Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? Then create your own strategy system. So really utilize the info you know right now. Let's say you know a lot about the insurance field. So you can look into insurance coins to really dive deep, and you can figure out what's the best coins and etc. And anything else that utilizes your potential to the fullest will be key. So zoning in on your exercise routine, nutrition, sleep, tracking your mental stress, all that jazz, right? And copying someone, like blindly following YouTube and Twitter calls, is a recipe to get wrecked long term. So maybe in a bull market, everything goes up, right? So everyone's a genius in the bull market. So you start copying someone's calls. They initially do really well. Then you start pouring in more and more money. However, maybe when the big correction happens, which will come, there will be a lot of big corrections incoming. their calls start being bad, then you just keep trying to blindly follow them, and then you end up losing the majority of your gains, and you just wasted a bunch of time because you didn't come up with your own system to consistently profit off of. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, comment what you think of the video, what other tips you recommend to people, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. There are referral codes and a MetaMask in the caption if you want to donate to support the channel more. And most importantly, these videos are for entertainment purposes and they are not recommendations, as I'm not a licensed professional. You win in crypto by surviving long-term and collecting blue chips early. So that means less excessive leverage, less liquidations, and just protecting your capital. And the best investments are the ones where you have the greatest conviction in by hodling those great plays, and that's through doing your own research. So if you want an example of research, feel free to go into my deep dive videos and you can just literally copy the template. I post the presentations in the caption where you can just literally copy the questions and do them on your own. Furthermore, the best play isn't some token, right? So you can be at the mercy of external influences by constantly trying to find a next token, or you can do the best play possible, which is by contributing your unique personality and skill set to a community you really vibe with, needs, and then you'll be able to get the most perks, and then everyone will be in a win-win situation where everyone's helping each other, and then they'll be contributing and just helping the community grow. So thank you guys for watching, and talk to y'all next time.